Yeah.
But hey, we do got to talk about the weather, Jeremy, because there is a chance that we could see some snow.
Yeah, totally. And could even see a little bit here in town. I don't think it's much to worry about, especially with the snow we already have on the ground. But as we head through the day, expect temperatures to climb. Get this, just about everywhere seems to be in the mid to upper 20s this morning, even over in Coeur d'Alene, 27 in Sandpoint. A little bit of patchy fog out in Airway Heights, up in Deer Park, over in Moses Lake. Kind of the usual spots, not dense enough to warrant a dense fog advisory, but still dealing with some of that nonetheless. What we're seeing is a little bit of cloud cover kind of overrunning just about everything this morning, and that takes us into the day where eventually that's going to turn into a little bit of snow. I think after the noon hour, we wind up seeing a few snowflakes here in town. Doesn't amount to much. I think this one plays out very similar to Wednesday, where middle of the day you go, oh, something's happening, light dusting. And then later on in the evening, we get our next shot of moisture. And then you go, oh, here's a little something more. And then it's all about the mountains after that, taking us into Saturday. So really, as temperatures climb, what I think winds up happening is by the time that rain and snow arrives this afternoon, it is going to be rain and snow because we'll already be well above freezing here in Spokane.
The federal government is sending states N95 masks so pharmacies can hand them out for free. KREM 2 reached out to several local pharmacies to find out where you can get yours. And here's what we found out. Albertsons is offering the masks at their pharmacy windows. Some Safeway and Rite Aid stores will have masks in stock, but you should call ahead and check your location before you go. Walmart is handing out masks at their front entrances. Fred Meyer pharmacies and CVS are still waiting for their masks to arrive, but expect those shipments to arrive soon.
More people are reacting to the racist comments made by the wife of Spokane County prosecuting attorney Larry Haskell. The Inlander reported last Thursday that Leslie Haskell used the N-word on social media website, as well as calling herself a white nationalist. Defense attorney Bevan Maxey says his heart broke when he heard the news.
I was out of town when the news broke, and I got to say, I comment on that with a heavy heart because I've known Mr. Haskell for a long time, and I want to say that he's always been decent with me and very professional. But I think, unfortunately, the position is much more than the individual.
Now, Maxey is the son of Carl Maxey, Spokane's first black attorney. He represents people facing charges brought forth by Haskell's office. People on social media have brought up concerns about Haskell's role in light of his wife's comments. Now, Haskell released a statement saying that his wife's views are not the views of the prosecutor's office. But Maxey says he wouldn't be surprised if Haskell has a challenger this November when he's up for re-election. Our area is booming, and there's more proof of that on Spokane South Hill. 15 acres of farmland have been purchased for development in the Glenrose area. The YMCA purchased the land on South Glenrose from longtime landowners. A new YMCA will be located on the northern portion of the open farmland that you can see right there on this map. So the Y is promising a traditional YMCA for the South Hill, complete with a pool, early learning childcare, a gym, and even walking trails that connect with Ben Bird Trail. The Y is also hoping to secure an easement on 15 acres to the west of their new building to preserve it as a natural area with walking trails as well. While Washington Governor Inslee proposed Senate Bill 5662 as a way to help cities and other communities figure out the issue of homelessness. The governor proposed more than $800 million to help with the bill. He says about $300 million is expected to be used for new housing investments. The governor was joined by city leaders from Seattle, Tacoma, and Spokane, including City Council member Betsy Wilkerson.
I'm excited because it allows us to be flexible. It allows us to be nimble. It allows us to be responsive and unique to meet the needs in our own communities.
The governor's proposed funding would also be used for crisis resources, specialized landlord support for tenants with behavioral health needs, and medical funding.
The time now is 6:05 on the dot. It is time for your morning rush. More news in less time. A Good Samaritan is in the hospital after rescuing a person from an apartment fire yesterday. The fire started on the first floor at a complex on North Maple Street and Fairview Avenue. A person driving by the apartment saw it and was on fire and rushed in to help. A man was taken to the hospital for minor injuries. A new shelter to help the homeless population during the daytime hours is now open. Jules Helping Hands opened up a brand new day shelter. The shelter services include a non-barrier clothing and food bank, a computer lab, and a calming room. There will also be showers and laundry areas in the future.
Makes my heart happy, and it shows me that this community is ready and willing to come up with solutions to help their neighbors.
The new day shelter is located at 1819 East Springfield in Spokane. It'll be open Monday through Saturday from 9 in the morning until 5 in the afternoon. An electric sports car company is not coming to Washington after all. Back in 2019, there were rumors of the company coming to the West Plains. However, the West Plains Public Development Authority says Mullen Tech backed off because the state didn't offer many incentives, but they haven't made that formal announcement yet. The Salvation Army Kroc Center Theater is getting $800,000 in upgrades. One of the biggest upgrades is to the system that moves the lighting and scenery. That system alone cost around $520,000. The theater is under construction now, and the upgrades will be finished on February 15th. And that's a look at your morning rush. Spokane's traditional Lunar New Year celebration is back this year for the first time in 89 years.
That's right. And this morning, KREM 2's Nicole Hernandez is live at the pavilion where the celebration is happening tomorrow. Good morning, Nicole. What can you tell us this morning?
Good morning, Channing and Tim. I am under the pavilion right now, and check out the light show they have going right now. The pavilion's lights are going to be lit up just like this. The city is lighting them up like this for tomorrow's Lunar New Year celebration. Now there's going to be performances from different cultural groups. 5 food trucks will be serving food, and there will be artists and vendors with booths inside the pavilion. The event is open to everyone to come celebrate and learn about the tradition. Now I talked with the event organizer, and she says they're excited about the celebration because the pandemic has been really hard on the Asian culture.
Mostly because people were afraid to celebrate their heritage. And so we finally said, you know, this is enough. We're not gonna be nice anymore. It's time to actually celebrate.
新年快乐，恭喜发财. That means Happy New Year and good blessing and good fortune upon you.
So Lunar New Year doesn't actually line up with our traditional New Year because the year is based on the moon cycles. So Spokane's first Lunar New Year celebration was back in 1888. That tradition continued until 1933 when the Depression hit. Had that celebration tradition continued, the Lunar New Year Festival would have been Spokane's longest standing tradition, even longer than the Lilac Festival and St. Patty's Day Parade. So here's a few details about tomorrow's event. It's happening from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. like I mentioned, tomorrow on Saturday. We'll be at the Riverfront Park Pavilion, mostly on the inside. At 6:30 p.m. there will be a cultural lion dance, and at 7 p.m. there will also be a fireworks show. So one other really cool thing that they're doing tomorrow is they're going to be passing out these red envelopes. Now traditionally, these red envelopes in Lunar New Year tradition go to children or people who are single. They're typically full of cash, but this year for this event specifically, if you visit every single booth, every single vendor, you can go up to the organizers and say, hey, I visited all the booths. They'll give you one of these envelopes, and inside will be prizes. So anything from cash to overnight stays to gift cards. In Spokane, Nicole Hernandez, KREM 2 News.
Wow, looks like a lot of fun, Nicole. Thank you. Still ahead here, a viral study looked at the impact of certain marijuana chemicals on COVID-19. But could weed actually prevent you from getting COVID? We verify next.
Well, COVID-19 related staffing shortages are stretching teachers thin. We're taking a look inside an elementary school to see how they're dealing with the absences.
And the one thing to know about weather? Well, we've got a little more snow in the forecast. I'll let you know who sees what, how much, and how long it sticks around. Coming up.
Time now for your wake-up call. Today is National Wear Red Day, which helps raise awareness of heart disease. So this morning, we want to see your photos of you wearing red. You can drive the conversation on this show as always, so text us those photos to 509-448-2000 or just use the hashtag UpWithKREM on social media.